All right, we're live, y'all. Hey, Ebony. Hey, Bunny. Yes, way. I know. I'm sorry, Bunny. You were number two, though. I'm sorry. Yes, Glenda. Friday Night Live. I had to go a little early tonight. I had to. I'll tell you why in a minute. Yeah, I had to go a little early. Um, y'all forgive me. Glenda, I hope you're feeling better, sweetie. Wow. Is that Tiff Tiff? Wow. Hey, Tiff Tiff. Good to see Christina on as well. Um, Bunny wants me to talk to Greg. Okay, what Greg am I talking to? Greg, our Greg, Piano Greg. Felicia, good to see you. Mama Charlotte is on. Good evening to you. Glenda, you know we love you. Besides, you're our event planner for all our stuff. We need you to be okay because if you're not okay, we don't know what we're doing. So I need you to be well. You keep me off of people. I'm just saying. Uh, okay. Yeah, I got caught up in something. I have to tell you about it in a minute. All right. Tamika, I did not call you back. Yeah, you called me. I was in the middle of budget hearing, so I couldn't call you back. So I'm sorry, but I will. A. Joyce Paris is with us every single Friday night except one. Hey, Michelle and Mr. Bill, good to see all of you. Joanne, hey, you hope you're doing well, Joanne. Thank you, Rachel. Yes, um, yes, I'm early tonight. Um, I'll tell you why in a minute. Patricia, good to see you. All right, Jocelyn, Jocelyn Rose. We were supposed to connect, so I'm just saying. MG Steele, um, yes, we are very early. Dana, it is very early edition, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Yeah, so Patricia is checking in, and Joanne is hanging in it. I'm glad. Thank you for joining us. Patricia, Mom, and Max are doing well. I'll see Mom this week. Max is. I probably won't see Max. Max is going to be. I think Max is going to be boarded, so I think Max is going to be pissed off like the entire week. Margie, good to see you. I'm trying to get Max to come down and like live with me for a few weeks, but um, you know, Max makes so much noise. He's a Pomeranian, so he's a yapper, and I can't do all of that. Hey, Regina Young, I hope you're feeling better. How's physical therapy coming along? Dr. Priscilla Williams, good to see you, ma'am. Thank you for joining us. Wow, Shantae Wright has joined us. Good to see you. Joanne, of course. And Patricia, Patricia, yeah, you might be home one day. So, yes, we appreciate that. You never know, right? You know how things turn out. So, Pastor Leroy Holland III, good to see you, sir. Good evening to you. Welcome to the early edition of Friday Night Live. I know I caught y'all all off surprise. Um, Shantae, I am doing well. Hey, Elder Erica. Maya. Hey, Maya. Good to see you, Maya. And happy anniversary, Candace and Erica. Terrific Terry Mobley is on like early, so that's something special. Bernard, good to see you. Margarita, good evening. And Patricia, everybody's letting uh, Glenda know we're praying for her. And Regina has 7 more weeks, so we're gonna have a big celebration when Regina gets off of physical therapy. Dana, good to see you, and the same to you, Arlene. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Dana, are you cooking? Net, good to see you, Net. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, like I said, I know I threw y'all totally off guard today. You are very, very welcome, Erica. I know I really caught y'all off guard today. Um, my days got away from me. Tanya, good to see you. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Kareem McMichael actually got a great honor, so y'all show him some love. He actually was a Georgia Trend, um, right? So y'all, Kareem, one of our Friday Night Livers, and so he's making moves around the nation. So congratulations, Michelle. Yes, there is an early meeting. I'll tell you why in a minute. Uh, God bless you, Millie. I appreciate that. Lauren Parker has joined us. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're doing well. Oh, that's right. Kareem is Georgia Trend 40 under 40. So, of all of the under 40s in the state of Georgia, our very own Kareem McMichael, out of all the under 40-year-olds in the state of Georgia, our very own Kareem McMichael was one of the 40 under 40. And so that is a huge honor. It's a big bragging point for me here in Savannah. And so I'm glad to call him a brother and a friend. Congratulations to you, sir. Um, Gloria Wells, good to see you. Yeah, good to see Lance on with us. Thank you. Ramona Johnson. Ramona and Michael Johnson celebrated an anniversary. I think it's been 5 years since they said they did, and they still do. So good to see you, Ramona and Michael. Congratulations on your wedding anniversary. And so I know he took good care of you, and I know, he made sure the script was real. So, Dana, thank you very much. Um, wow, Sesha from Indianapolis. She is on, and I'm glad to see her, and I'm hoping that uh, your folks are coming along as well. But thank you for joining us all the way from Indianapolis. I know it's cold already there. I mean, it's kind of chilly here, and I'm tripping. So I know in Indianapolis it's cold already. Did it snow yesterday? So let me see what else. Um, let me see. Paige is on. Good evening, Paige. All right. Hey, Janita Johnson. Happy Friday to you. Hope you're doing well. Lori is on. Bernice Lohman is on. Good to see you. Lance is wishing everybody happy Thanksgiving. Andrea Hall Houston is on. Amanda is on. Hello, Amanda. Thank you for joining us. Robert Richards is on. Yes, it is early tonight, and there is a very good reason why. And so, what will happen is um, Snowy is on as well. All right. Sesha says it is freezing and snow. So, for those of us that are complaining in Savannah about 40-degree weather, let's remember our friends in Indianapolis. Josie Jones, good to see you. Danita Joe, good to see you. Good to see you this week. And Sheila Spalding, good to see you. Hello, Latasha Jarrett. Thank you for joining us. So let me kind of get into it. Good to see Jacqueline Graves on. Rose Avery, because people are going to be mad at me. When they tune in at 8 o'clock and they realize we were on at 7 o'clock, they're going to be mad. So, you know, they're just going to be mad. So I know that, and I apologize in advance. I thought I had a little bit more time to play with. I did not. So I had to try to figure something out for tonight, and I have to figure out something for next week. So, but anyway, thank you. Thank you for joining us. It is Friday Night Live. I am here in Augusta, Georgia. I am speaking for the C, what is it? The CSRA, CSRA annual 54th banquet. Lisa, good to see you. And so I'm the speaker, and I came up here for it. I thought I had a little bit more time to play with. I don't know why I thought it might start at 6 and I'll be finished by 8. But that's why I'm here. So I'm here. Jackie is from Augusta. And then when I saw this, I said, I got to be here on time. This is the program. This is the program. So you'll see a handsome dude they got up there. So they got me on the cover of it. Good to see you, Archbishop Nathaniel Smalls. Thank you, Stacy. Hello. Thank you for joining us. So, yeah, they got me on the cover. Stephanie Magwood is on with us. I got that email, and I think I said hello to Lisa Jones already. And so they got me all for that. And so since they had me on the program and got me on here speaking, and it's their banquet, I didn't want to be like speaking and then I'm in the middle of my speech and then I'm like, look, I got to go. It's Friday Night Live. Y'all know how I do. Y'all know how I do. Y'all know I would get up and walk away, right? But I can't because Ellis Albright asked me, and so he's my big brother at Alpha, and I don't want him to repledge me. Good to see Brenda Young Hayco. Thank you for joining us as well. Trisha is serving for the Journey of Compassion. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, Dana, thank you as well. Ebony, thank you. Cassandra is on. Thank you. Good to see Omisha Kopic on. And Gloria says she gives me a pass. So, yeah, so they have the program, and they have me on here. And then it's not like a long program. So, and they start at 7 o'clock. So they started now. The good news is that Ellis, and yes, it is Bucky. We know him as Bucky. We know with him, they start on time. And so that's why I had to get in there and get out. So let me see. Yeah, I got the big cover. Good to see Joshua Flynn on. Carolyn Scott is on. Hello. And Trisha, thank you. And Grace, hello. So, yeah, so they got me on the cover, but it's not a lot to the program. So, I mean, they have invocation, hymn, welcome and occasion, head table. Then they have blessing in the meal, greetings, and then they got me. And so I didn't know when and how I was going to do it because the program started at 7 o'clock. But because Ellis, or Bucky's, we know him, is from Savannah, he knows because he comes on Friday Night Live. So he understood. He said, I know you got Friday Night Live. And I'm like, I do. I'm glad you understand. So he's like, all right, go up there. If you can hit him early and then come down a little late. So, I mean, the banquet is going on now. I'm the guest speaker at the banquet. My face is on the cover. And I like this so much, I might keep this myself. And you can scan it for the souvenir booklet. But I'm the speaker here in Augusta for I think it's the 54th banquet. And so excited about that. And, as a result, as you see, it's not a long program. It's not long at all. So I told him, I said, look, there is no way that we could go as far as we have gone, right? I mean, how far have we gone? We have gone, this is week number 244. Week number 244. 1,709 days for 4 straight years, 8 straight months, for 56 straight months. Every single Friday night we have been together. I was not going to break the streak now. Right? We've come too far from where we started from. Nobody told us that the road was going to be easy, but we're going to stick together. We're together. So, I mean, the banquet is downstairs, and I'll be down there, But I told them I got to take care of y'all first. And so when the people come on at 8 o'clock and they'll see that they missed it, I mean, hopefully they'll apologize, because the fact was I was on here. I was on here. So, I just wanted to make sure we talked about that. So thank you, Latasha. Joan, good evening. Toinette, hello. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Trisha. Lou Phelps is on. Good to see you as well. Crystal Kaufman, the child, is on. Thank you. Thank you. Ali, thank you. Yeah, week number 244. That is serious, right? And so we're together. Carolyn agrees. Hello, Felicia. Thank you for joining us. Well, I don't know. And I'll talk a little bit about that. Hey, Tiffany. Well, I mean, some locals were frustrated. Not everybody was frustrated. And I'll, be straight up. I mean, we heard from a lot of people who were frustrated, and we heard from a lot of people who thought it was great. I think what we're trying to determine is if what we could have done better. And I say we, I'm talking about the people who run the marathon, not the city of Savannah. It's their marathon. Could they better communicate it? And so, I'm listening to residents, I'm listening to businesses, and we'll kind of see where it is. I mean, maybe we'll have it, maybe we won't. The question is, it was a much smaller marathon than the regular Rock and Roll. The regular Rock and Roll had like 21,000 people. This was about 5,000 people. So it was much smaller. It was all women, and, it was for a great cause. So we have to determine whether the benefit of the marathon was worth the inconvenience of the marathon. And so, I have not committed to 2025. I said we'll do 2024 and see what happens. Rashawn, good to see you. And so we'll see what happens. Valerie Osborne, good to see you. Hey, Joanne Merrigan, good to see you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Barbara Kaufman, I know it's not 8 o'clock. I know you're having dinner, Mama Barbara. I am so sorry, but I explained. I'm in Augusta. I'm speaking for a banquet tonight, and the banquet started at 7 o'clock. And I didn't want to get up because, I would have been in the middle of the speech, and I said, y'all know I got to go, right? Y'all know I got to go. That's why. So that's why I came in to do something a little different and hope that y'all would understand, right? Thank you, Stephanie. Hey, Dolores, good to see you. Monir is on for Ruin Thai. Hey, Drew, good to see you, sir. Thank you. What happened to the Steelers last night, man? Tracy, thank you. Good to see you. Good to see you, R.S. Jenkins. Oh, Nicole, you invited 2 people. Are they on now? Who did you invite? Are they on now? Willie Brantley's on. Thank you. Alicia, good to see you. John Bush, hey, sir. Hope you're doing well. Michelle is on from the Bahamas. I might see you all next week. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, Andrew, we have a destination city. And so we have to understand that we have a destination city. Hey, Monica Jackson, thank you for joining us. I appreciate that. That's what happened. So I'm sorry to interrupt, because I know, Ms. Barbara, you got up from your dinner with your husband, and you came to be on with me because the child told you we were on. So, Nicole, tell me who your friends are. Let me know when they're on so I can say hello to them. Nicole, y'all are on early night. Good to see Pastor Thurman Neal Tillman on with us. This is a little early, so I'm sure Golden State is not playing tonight. So LaWanda Tillman should join us shortly. So that was my first issue. I wanted to deal with that. The second thing I wanted to talk about was really our budget, and I'll get to that. Next week, I have a really bad conflict too. And I'm trying to figure out how to resolve the conflict. Maria, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Stoney, my beautiful niece, Cheyenne Stoney, has joined us. Hey, Stoney, what's the move for Thanksgiving? You know what I'm talking about. You down or you going to be up? I just need to know where you going to be. So let me know. Josette, thank you for joining us. Shayla is saying go Celtics. But you know what? Shayla finally got through scandal. I told you were gonna be hooked. Jennifer, good to see you. Thank you for joining us tonight. Yes, I knew you would, Crystal. Thank you for letting them know. All right, so Cheyenne will be in a town near me, so that means I'll see you for a little bit. I'll see you for a minute, so I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so next week I'm gonna have a real conflict next Friday. Hey, Steve Wolf, good to see you, sir. Angela Kirkland, thank you for joining us. So, and I may be like totally unavailable at like 4, 5, 6, and 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock tomorrow night. So I'm trying to see whether, could I do a Friday Night Live at like 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock? Would y'all be mad at me? Just hear me say, Maria, salute my beautiful wife. Maria, who's my wife? Now, who's my wife? If you know her, tell her. Maybe be nice, but thank you, Maria. I appreciate it. But no, I don't have a wife. My niece won't let me have a wife yet. So, but thank you. So, hey, is it Genevieve? Good to see you. Latasha, can I do a 3? If I could do a 3 o'clock could work really, really well for me. The problem is I will be probably without reliable Wi-Fi access starting at 4 o'clock and maybe through the rest of the evening. So I'm just trying to figure out, could we live with 3 o'clock, or do I try to push it back and then see what happens? No, Lou Phelps, I'm trying to vacate a little bit. So I'm just saying, I'm just vacating a little bit. Hey, James, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you joining us, a first-time listener. Y'all welcome James Parker on. He's with us. So thank you for joining us. So if I could do it early, that would work. But y'all got to come on with me because it's not going to be fun if y'all don't join me. But I just don't want to risk not having. Nicole, your husband is missing. All right, we're looking for Nicole's husband. If you know Nicole's husband, let us know. Or Nicole may be looking for a husband. Well, a husband should be looking for her. So that could work. So, but for those of you wondering, yes, we're on a little bit early tonight. It is. I'm in Augusta. I am speaking for the CSRA. Sabrina Hassan. Wow. How have you been? Where have you been? Wow. That's peace and blessings to you too. But yeah, so I'm speaking here, and since I figure I got to speak since they got my name all on the program, and so Genevieve, this is your first one. Thank you. So I could do 3 o'clock, but I'm really trying to invest in some self-care. For those of you, of course, I'm trying to work out the holidays. Many of you know I lost my dad this year, and I'm just trying to figure out holidays now. And so this is the first one. Good to see you, Lucille. So we're just trying to figure it all out, and I'm trying to figure out how I feel, and I just need to kind of unplug a little bit. It's been a rough year. Well, Sabrina, it's very good to see you. I hope your family's doing well as well. So it's been a very long time. So I'm just trying to figure out, hey, good to see my brother Mayor Vince Williams. He is the mayor of Union City, Georgia. For those of you in the Atlanta metro areas, my brother and my friend, y'all have a great mayor in Mayor Vince Williams as well. So thank you, Lily Reddick. Thank you for joining us. Dana, I cannot take off Friday Night Live. I can't. It's 244 weeks. I can't take it off. You lost your mom. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, thank you all. Thank you. So y'all know usually I would do that if you could have it. Latasha, thank you. But I don't want to miss Friday Night Live. So that's the deal with that. And Regina, thank you. I appreciate that. Um, so we'll figure it out. Good to see uh, Deborah Grant on. Thank you for joining us. So we'll try to see what happens next week. But like I said, I want to get on, but I've kind of put myself in a situation where, um, I may the Wi-Fi might be suspect, and I don't want to do it and then can't get on, and then I'll be like, mad. I mean, I'll be standing up on a roof somewhere, trying to do something. So, but anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about that as well. So we'll try early on. We'll see how it goes. Sean, I know we miss Slice Kennedy, my big brother Van. We miss him as well. So I'm just trying to figure it all out. So thank you very much, Denny. Thank you. You going to Delaware? Thank you, and thank you, Felicia. I appreciate that. It might be Friday afternoon live. Monica Jenkins, thank you for joining us. Hello. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure it out, Lenora. Um, so the other thing I wanted to talk about, because again, their program has started. It started at 7 o'clock, but I told them I had to be down at Friday night. I had to do Friday Night Live. That's a part of my contract. I could not speak on Friday night without doing Friday Night Live, and so, um, you know, they'll do that. Get a guest host. Hmm. Could I do a guest host? But I don't know whether I could do a guest host, because then I mean that means I missed it. So Frank Callen is on. Let me see. Frank Callen is having a telethon on. Well, we want to give some money, Frank Callen Boys and Girls Club. Put the link in there and let us contribute as well. Or tell us where we can go to watch the Frank Callen Boys and Girls Telethon. Give us a phone number or something so we can get in. We want to give money too, and we'll do it on behalf of Friday Night Live. Yes, Barbara, I know it's early. I've been telling everybody, Barbara, that I'm speaking. I'm here in Augusta. I'm speaking for a banquet tonight, and so since they have me on this thing, they have me on the cover of their program. I figure I got to go ahead and do it. But I told them it starts at 7 o'clock, but I got to be at Friday Night Live. I told them I'd be down about 7:30 or so. But I'm Friday night. You know what I do on Friday night. So I could pre-record a message, but it's not the same. Good to see you, Coach Cassell Bell. Lisa, no, you're right. You're good, Lisa. I'm early. I'm early. So, but I also want to talk a little bit about the City of Savannah's budget. Just want to give you kind of the highlights. We had our budget retreat. Matter of fact, Lou Phelps was there with us. Um, you know, our goal with our budget was to do a couple of things. Our budget this year is about $602 million. So it's our largest budget ever. Um, and that's important enough. It was important to us to maintain the millage rate at 12.2 mils. So currently, 12.2 mils is our lowest millage rate since 1987. And a lot of people have talked about, oh, roll back the millage, your taxes are too high. Well, in Savannah, people have wanted us to provide more services. They want more services. I believe, and y'all know I believe this, that people need to be paid their worth. Because they work, good to see you, Joyce. We can't have people in the city of Savannah working for poverty wages. When I came in as mayor, good to see Ann on. When I came in as mayor, a city of Savannah employees, the minimum wage was $13 an hour. You cannot live off of $13 an hour. And I promised by year 3 of my first administration, we would have a $15 minimum wage. We did that by year 3. By year 5 now, we are going to raise the minimum wage to $18 an hour. Because you should not, good to see you, Natalie, I appreciate that. You should not have to work for the city of Savannah. Well, the Film Commission has all the money they want. But, people who work for our city should be able to feed their families. and they should be able to have a place to live. And so I believe you pay someone worthy of their hire. And so, gone are those days where because you work for the government that you have to take a poverty vow. That's not going to happen while I'm the mayor of Savannah. We have police officers and firefighters that go out every day defending us from danger. We have people in water and sewer who are keeping our water and our sewage right. We have people who go out and pick up our dirty trash and pick up recycling. We have people who work in offices. We have people who do all kinds of wonderful things. And the fact of the matter is that they deserve to be paid. And so I want them to be able to be paid and be paid well. We have great benefits. We're planning on making sure we maintain that as well. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. LaWanda Tillman. I appreciate that. We are in a war for talent. And so some people will say the taxes are too high. Well, you have to understand how your tax bill comes. So it comes from millage rates. So for us, if you live in Savannah, your taxes are determined by the city of Savannah, Chatham County, the school board, and the school board and CAT. Okay. Oh wow. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. Thank you. And so then you also have, good to see you, Jennifer. Thank you. Then you have valuation. So your taxes the tax bill you pay is based on the millage rate that's assessed and your assessed value. Now, property in Savannah has increased, which means that the value of your asset has increased. And so since that value has increased, now you pay more on the value of your property. And so I've always heard people complain when their property value goes down, but when your property value goes up, that means that you have now more value in your property. You have more equity in your value. So that's what the situation is. And so even if the city of Savannah rolled back your taxes, your millage rate, you could still pay more taxes. Your tax bill may not go down. And Nicole, Savannah's millage rate is lower than the millage rate in Los Angeles, and I know that. Now, there might be other taxes, they might nickel and dime you and all that kind of stuff. But the fact of the matter is the school board's millage rate costs more than anybody. I have not chick nor child. However, I pay a millage rate that is higher than everybody else in the school system. Why? I want quality education. And you're right, Glenda. You're right. I mean, and so for our end of it, we want great streets. We want competent police officers. We want infrastructure that when it rains, that the water is draining. We want nice parks. We want recreation. We want housing that's affordable. I mean, we want all of these things. And we have to be able to pay for them. And what we have been able to do, which I'm very proud of, thank you, James, I appreciate it. What we've been able to do for the city of Savannah is we've maintained the millage rate, even though the prices of everything goes up. Now, Stephen, you're absolutely right. If you have the Stevens Day homestead exemption, your property value is frozen. So even if your valuation goes up, your valuation of your property remains the same, frozen for that homestead exemption. So that's a great point, Stephen. I appreciate that. So I think for us in a year in which we're freezing the millage rate, we have about a $291 million general fund budget. We are contributing $2.5 million to the Savannah Affordable Housing Fund. We are giving $1 million to local nonprofits. Oftentimes when we start rolling back taxes, the first thing to go is contributions to nonprofits. Well, the city of Savannah gives more money to everybody than anybody, more than the county, more than the school board, to nonprofit organizations. And so, the ones that help the homeless, the ones that help child care, the ones that help people with housing, all of those things. The fact of the matter is, the city of Savannah, we're investing in that. So you invest in that as well. So, I wanted to be able to lift that up. Um, we're acquiring property that is blighted. We have increased our public safety recruitment bonus from 5,000 to 7,500. We want good police officers. You deserve them. We are continuing to fund our Office of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement, which helps us to continue to find non-law enforcement ways of engaging people. So that's been very important to us as well. Um, we want to continue finding ways of uh, creating ways to leverage federal funding, which is important to us. We want to continue. Last year, we were able to help people who wanted a job. We helped you get a job. We gave child development associate training if you wanted it, certified nursing assistant training if you wanted it, culinary kitchen cook training if you wanted it, and fast track for manufacturing uh, logistics job training programs. So, I mean, that's important because the fact of the matter is, if you want to do better, we want you to do better. Good to see Nikki on from Vegas, my official, unofficial press secretary. So we want you. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate that. We want you to do better. And so we want to help people to do better. And so we help you to do better by not giving you money, but by giving you training so that you can do better and help feed your family and take care of yourself. We have a responsibility to help do that. We want to make sure, again, I said we want to raise the minimum wage to $18 an hour. We want to help those retirees that we have. When you're over 65, there is increased costs associated with the Medicare Advantage program, which was going to our retirees. And so we're going to absorb that. We're going to pay the $1.2 million additional cost for our retirees so they don't have to pay it this year. Why? Because I believe when you work for the city and you retire from the city and your income is fixed, we're going to do all we can to help. Last year, we gave a 13th check. We don't have enough money to do that this year, but this year we're going to absorb the increased costs associated with the Medicaid Advantage program. We want to help our folks to be able to be healthier. So that's important to us as well. We want to continue to find ways of helping to provide good government and leveraging economic development across our city. We want to make sure that we have $5.9 million going for sidewalks and streets. We want to make sure that we're able to help take care of our homeless. So we have about $331,000. I'm sorry, we have $350,000 for homeless day centers in there. I mean, we have to be able to do the best we can to help everybody. So Patel, yes, we're working to be able to do that. And so we're doing what we can. Well, Christiana, the money from the flyover was coming from the federal government. I don't know if that's going to help, but we'll see what we're going to do. So let me see what else. Good to see Robert Lowe. Good to see you, Fred. I hope you're doing well. And Gail, thank you so much. So we appreciate that. How about some sleep? One sleep, no shower, homeless. Yeah, I mean, we have to continue to do what we can. But I think what you charge us to do is to do the most we can for the least amount of money. But I think people in Savannah want quality. You don't want us just, nickel and diamond stuff. I mean, I think we have to be able to make big moves and take care of people. And so, although you might have everything you need, we know everybody doesn't have everything they need. And I want to be able to do what we can to be able to help people to be able to do that. So, we have budget hearings. First one is on Tuesday. And then in December, we'll have our second one. I'm hoping to pass this budget. Again, I think it does what we need it to do. And more importantly, we're hitting the parts we need to hit. So anyway, got to run because I know I got to go. Linda is always helping me. So yeah, I'm speaking tonight. I'm in Augusta. I'm speaking, I think, Brother Ellis Albright, Bucky, y'all know him from Savannah. I'm speaking tonight for the CSRA banquet. And so thank you. That's Lou. It's important to have cash in reserves. Thank you, Shauna. Thank you as well. And to my friends that are joining us at 8 o'clock, I'm sorry. It just happened like that. I did not mean it. Please forgive me. And so next week, if y'all say 3 is okay, hey, Aunt Ollie, hey, Latasha, thank you. We'll try to do 3 o'clock. I'm going to try to see if I can get reliable internet. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, thank you all so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Wish me luck tonight. Thank you for being so kind, giving me 40 minutes of your time. Thank you for being Savannah Strong, and appreciate all of you coming out. And actually, also the mayor of Augusta, Garnett Johnson, came to see me tonight. Appreciate that as well. So God bless you all. See you next week. Happy Thanksgiving. And remember, every day is a day of Thanksgiving. Good night, everybody.